Hello, and welcome back to another TokyoTreat character design video where I take 14 Japanese snacks and design characters from them. If you don't know what TokyoTreat is, it's a monthly subscription box for delicious Japanese snacks. Follow the link in the description if you want to get your own TokyoTreat box and also help this channel out. Today we are designing cats, which is such a coincidence because a trailer for the movie Cats just came out. Not a sponsor? Alright, let's get into designing 14 cats. Alright, it looks like our first cat is going to be designed off of these peach mint Kit Kats, and that sounds amazing. The peach is so subtle and the mint goes along with it so well. Really good Kit Kat. So I'm both happy and sad that we're starting off with like the worst cat design, but it's good to get that mess out of the way, right? So I was really torn on how to approach this cat. I wanted to include mint, but I also wanted to include peach, but I also wanted to include the whole Kit Kat splitting in half aspect. So in the end, I decided to go with a Siamese cat because it had little brown freckly things in the Kit Kat, which reminded me of a beige with brown cat. And then I just split the cat in half because I thought it would be really interesting to have a peach pit in the middle of the cat. Since peaches have that unique center with a pit inside of it, I mean, as opposed to like a mint leaf, it's just a leafy green. And because I did feel bad not including anything mint related, I did put a mint leaf inside the cat's mouth, and there you go. There is our peach mint Kit Kat. Oh, Kit Kat. Oh, unintentional pun. There you go. Next up, we have the crushed Protecco 4-pack, our long boy. These little ring guys are so crunchy and they have a very simple and fresh potato flavor. So going into this really curly snack, they're not technically curls, they're just a bunch of tubey circled things, but I was definitely getting curl vibes. And I know there is a breed of cat called the American curl where the ears curl backwards, but I definitely had to go bigger or I was just gonna have to go home. So we gave this cat some choice curls on just the top of its body. I really wanted to push the whole humans constantly breed animals to look really stupid for absolutely no reason except for their own pleasure, which is so ridiculous. So here we have a cat that has been bred into having very long curly hair on the top of its body only, and the rest of its body is short-haired because why not? My cat's more curly than yours. Got him. This one definitely turned out a little weirder looking than I anticipated, but there you go, our curly cat. Here is a summer classic. We have sour cream and onion Doritos. The onion flavor is a little stronger than normal potato chips, but not bad. So for this cat, I decided to focus on the flavor of the chips instead of the chips themselves, except I did end up putting chip-shaped poop in here. Anyways, we have a somewhat onion-inspired cat. It's very round and has pointy bits at the top. And the sour cream is whatever type of litter exists in this world. So in this world, they use, it's not literally sour cream for the litter box, but it is some sort of fluffy something that they use instead of litter in this world. So we have our sour cream litter box, our onion cat, and the litter box itself, the box is colored as the chip bag. It was this sort of turquoisey color, so I went with that. And then, you know, like I said, to include the chips itself, chip-shaped dookies. And I don't know about your cat, but my cat definitely likes to just make the litter go all over the floor, so the litter and dookies are just, they're everywhere. So that's where we're at. Okay, enough salty snacks. Let's get into the sweet. We have sour peach gum. It's peachy, it's soft, it's sour, it's gum. So this cat design is definitely more on the simple side, but it's definitely on the silly side, so I really enjoyed it. I love simple designs. What can I say? So it was gum. I decided to make a cat that was made out of a wad of already chewed gum. And I wanted to think of ways to incorporate the stretchiness or whatever the material is that is gum. So I started off with a blob of gum and thought that it would be funny if the tail was just a really stretched out piece, like someone just grabbed it and just stretched it out. So that's the cat's tail. And same with the ears. The ears are just little blobs that someone grabbed and then stretched up. So although they don't represent a classic triangle cat ear shape, this is a cat made out of gum. So technicalities have gone out the window. Even though it looks more like a hamster, I think this little cat wad gum is cute and weird. For our drink this month and our cat design, it's going to be the Melon Cream Soda. Personally, I'm not a melon flavor fan, but if you like melon flavor, this is the soda for you. So I'll admit this design is definitely reoccurring from TokyoTreat to TokyoTreat video, but it's really interesting to see the difference between each animal when it comes to the drink. So I was really inspired by the classic cat stretching pose that you see that's, I guess, normally used for Halloween things. When cats stretch upwards, they arch their back and open up their mouth to yawn. So I thought that would be a really interesting fluid design to put into this drink design. Now, the stretching legs didn't quite come out, but I do think this is a really fun one. The legs just kind of morph into this stream of soda. The tail is also a separate stream, and the mouth was a lot easier to exaggerate on this one. It's been really hard to design cats that look like cats. If you make the snout too long, it definitely looks like a dog. The ears mostly are pointy. So this one, somehow, maybe the fluid design made it a lot easier to exaggerate the cat without not looking like a cat. Our next cat is going to be designed off of this soda soft candy. A very soft soda candy that dissolves away in your mouth. So because we had already done a round, chewy sort of candy, and we've already done a soda cat, I kind of took artistic liberties with this design. I did start off with a very round blue cat inspired by, obviously, the blue ball that is the blue ball, the soda candy. But as I started to color this blue cat and color in the bubbles, I thought it would just be really fun to create a bubbly, round, colorful cat, and that's what I ended up with. It's not particularly soda inspired because the bubbles do look like just normal bubbles. Basically, I just had fun with this one and didn't care too much about making it perfectly inspired by whatever the snack was, and I just went with it. I guess technically you could argue he was inspired by the candy, but in the end, he's just a fat, round, bubbly, blue cat. I mean, what is not to love about this guy? Look at his face. He's so silly, but also mischievous. A little scared, but our umaibo for the month is tonkatsu sauce. Oh boy. Yep, that is tonkatsu sauce flavored umaibo. I think I'll leave the sauce flavor for the tonkatsu. So for this cat design, I didn't go the weird food animal route, but I took an inspiration from both the snack shape and also cat behavior. So cats are curious, they're a meme on the internet, and I'm sure we've all seen a picture of a cat with its head stuck in some sort of object. And being a cat, it does what it does best, and it just kind of wobbles and freaks out and doesn't know what's happening. So because umaibos are this weird tube-like snack with a hole in it, it's very long, cylindrical, I decided to put a toilet paper roll, like a little cardboard tube, over its head, and that's it. We just have a cat with a tube over its head. I just had a lot of fun with this one, making its head look really long and putting the eyeballs at the end of this dark tunnel. It's silly, it's simple. What can I say? It's a cat drawing inspired by food. Technically, toilet paper comes full circle with food. I'm sorry. Moving on. Our next cat will be designed off of this Umai Sugar Rusk, which that's the character from the Umaibo. So I was going to say these snacks look like little slices of baguette, but it also tastes like buttery toast to me. It's not too sweet, it's not salty, it's great. So because I was so attached to this whole buttery toast bread situation despite this being a corn snack, I don't know, my mouth is messed up. So I couldn't help but think of a really long baguette inspired cat, and then I just started thinking of all the little babies nursing on it because it's so long. I'm sure that cat has like 17,000 nipples. But the cats aren't going to be baguette shaped. No. The cats or kittens, they're just babies. They have to grow into their long size. They come out as little buns, which makes buns in the oven a literal phrase, which is so cute because look at these round little kittens. They're just so cute, and even though this illustration is just nothing but brown and white, something about it just is cute and warm and soft and fluffy, and I just love this. Just imagining a cat getting longer and longer as it grows up. I love it. Also, let's just ignore the fact that I super forgot to give the mom cat back legs. Yikes. Our next cat will be based off of this fizzy candy. It's Sherbert Cider, a tart lollipop that you dip into fizzy powder. Really interesting. Also, I think Sock Kasey has a problem. So again, this is another idea I think that I somewhat frequently revisit on TokyoTreat, maybe not too much, but I have fun making clear characters and sticking sticks inside of them for some reason. So I wanted to make a more fun and expressive and just energetic cat pose, so I looked up those really silly Japanese, I don't even know where they're really from. I don't think it's from Cat Island, but there's just a culture of cats over there, and people take silly pictures of the cats jumping and they look like they're doing karate and silly things. So I referenced one of those and had a lot of fun with this cat. Just made it into a blue lollipop like the snack. I didn't include the powder because I just didn't see a reason to, but looking back on it, I could have made it fluffy, like have a really fluffy tail or just bits and pieces that were fluffy. Oh well. Here's your sugary cat on a stick. That's normal. Next up we have this Anpanman grape gummy candy. This little Anpanman gummy is sad looking because he's going to be eaten. Also, he's a grape gummy. After creating this yet another gooey, transparent, liquidy cat, I realized just how many gummy or just clear, sugary snacks were in this box. We were definitely lacking in chocolate, which is more of my favorite snack, but that's fine. I have a lot of fun creating that transparent, jello-like effect. I think it's really fun. Am I good at it? I don't know, but I have fun with it. So because these are just gummies that were flat on one side and had the 3D effect on the other, I decided just to make a jello-y, blobby, slimy cat just chilling out, sitting in that classic arms tucked away so it has no legs look, and put a grape inside of it and made it purple. And there you go, there's our slimy jello purple cat. It's a little creepy, its face a little scary, slimy teeth that look like a monster. But other than that, I do think this one turned out pretty cute. Our next cat is based off of this classic flavor. We have chocolate mint candy. These little hard candies taste exactly like mint chocolate chip ice cream. I don't know how they do it. This is by far my favorite cat design, and when you know why, you'll be like, classic Kasey. So because these are a hard candy filled with some sort of more liquidy center, I can't help but think cats barf a lot, and it's liquid, so we're going to draw a cat barfing. Something about this illustration and design just turned out really fluid and really fun. The colors are nice, the pose is silly, and we've got that flowy, centery barf. I just really like it. There's just more motion here. What can I say? So of course, being a mint chocolate chip flavored cat, we had to paint it blue-green, give it chocolate chip spots, put it on a cone because why not, and just having that barf fly. Just look at the cat's face. He is just as disturbed as you are. The idea was just too perfect to pass up, so please forgive me for drawing a barfing cat, but this one is definitely my favorite. Next up we have what is called a mini chocolate bat. It's a simple biscuit cake log covered in chocolate, but it's not too sweet, just a little bit of chocolate. So because the inside of this chocolate bat snack was so plain and it was just this like smooth biscuit thing, I couldn't help but think a smooth hairless cat. So I just drew a sphinx, a hairless cat, made it all wrinkly, and had chocolate dripping over it because why not? I think in the dog snack character design video, I also did a dog being dripped on by chocolate. I seem to drip chocolate on animals quite a bit. Now I know the chocolate isn't this transparent, but I thought it would be a lot more fun to have more details into the chocolate sauce dripping down. So it's shiny, it's a little bit transparent, and this cat definitely looks like a rat, but it was really fun to exaggerate. It just looks so weird and silly. And that's what we're here for, right? Weird and silly. At least I hope you are, cause you know. Oh, I'm actually kind of excited for this one. This is called Texas Corn Okonomiyaki. Okonomiyaki is actually my favorite food ever. These snacks taste more like corn puffs than okonomiyaki sauce, which honestly, again, leave the sauce for the okonomiyaki. Because okonomiyaki is such a layered food, I wasn't sure if I wanted to literally make a pancake cat with all of these toppings flying on top of it, or if I wanted to make a kitten that sort of looked like okonomiyaki and maybe it was messing about in the kitchen and somehow all of the ingredients ended up toppling on top of this cat, making it look like an okonomiyaki. So in the end, I went for a cat that just looked fluffy like a pancake okonomiyaki. And I have all of the ingredients and things swirling, falling on top of it, which honestly is maybe not the most creative design for a character, but it was so much fun having that mayonnaise swirling around and the okonomiyaki sauce being transparent and going through some of these things and the ginger falling on top. I just had a lot of fun drawing all of the swirling, flowing aspects. And just to make the cat look a little bit more like these little bite-sized snacks, I gave it brown spots because it looked like the little corn snacks had brown specks to it. And there you go, our okonomiyaki cat. And last but not least, we have our DIY. It's cider soft serve DIY snack. So the last time this ice cream was in a box, I accidentally used 2 tablespoons instead of 2 teaspoons. So even though they told me to use 2 tablespoons this time, I still used 2 teaspoons and it worked. A tart soda cone snack. How we have gotten this far without designing a cat licking itself in the most inappropriate area, I do not know. So let's fix that. We have another ice cream inspired cat, so I was thinking people like to put things on their cat, either stack objects on their cats while they're sleeping or put hoods on their head. At first I thought about giving this cat an ice cream cone hood, but then I thought it would be silly to have a really fat cat that was licking itself that looked like it was just melting into the ground and just putting an ice cream cone on top of it. The flavor of this snack was sherbet. I think it was like a bluish color, but we've already done so many blue snacks and I've already done mint chocolate chip, so I went with a strawberry vanilla chocolate cat. And just look at this little guy, or big fat guy. He's so silly and cute. I absolutely love the way he has this disturbed face, like he has been interrupted when cleaning himself. He's just so silly. I absolutely love the design of this guy. And there you go, our 14 cat designs inspired by Japanese snacks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I always have fun with all these designs. If you want your own TokyoTreat, check out the link in the description. Thank you so much to TokyoTreat for sending me this box. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget, stay golden! And now a huge thank you to my wonderful patrons for all of their support. You guys are the best. If you want to be in the credits at the end of my videos, see secret sketches, coloring pages, early access, and more, check out my Patreon by clicking the link in the description. Thank you guys all so much for the support. Bye!